Hi, welcome to Meeples on Meeples Holiday Extravaganza. The question for this particular episode is, what games were a big surprise to us in a positive way? We were surprised by how great they were, or how much fun we had playing them.
Oh, see, well, I need to come up with a new game then. Okay, anyways.
Did you really?
Yeah, I got a surprise, but it's not a
Biggest surprise. Well, we also have another one coming up for a future episode.
No, I got two. I got two. So I'm not going with yours.
You're going a different way.
I interpreted this.
We zigged, he zagged. Now, when we say biggest surprise for the game, they don't necessarily have to be games that came out in 2012. We just compiled this big list of all of the games we've played in the last year that have hit our table. Whether we played them before, this is the first time, it didn't matter. If we played them in the last year, it was fair game. So, biggest surprise, Andrew, do you want to start? Oh, by the way, I'm Brian.
Adam.
Andrew.
And Andrew will start us off.
My biggest surprise was Pitch Car Mini. Brian brought it over, and I did nothing but dog it for a half an hour while he sat it up.
Because it took him that long to set it up.
I literally didn't play with Adam's dog for a while because it was more entertaining to me than watching him set this game.
People are going to think, like, how does that take that long? The reason it took that long to set up is because I have several expansions, and so we started to build this track, and we realized it required an expansion I didn't have, so we had to scrap it. It normally only takes about 5 to 15 minutes to set up, depending on how elaborate your track is.
Either way, it felt like an eternity to me. It could have been 3 minutes. I was not having this game. It didn't matter.
And I was getting mad because you were very verbal about how you felt. Like, I knew exactly what you were thinking of the game.
Oh, yeah. There's no doubt in my mind that I was going to be mad playing this game. But I turned out to have a blast. I really, really enjoyed it. Mm-hmm. I would definitely play it again. I recommend it to people.
And we did 3 races in a row. Like, we had so much fun. We did one more race on that track, and then we tore down, built another track, and played a third time, and everybody agreed.
It is a blast, and I will say that was a huge surprise to me, because I thought flicking a little thing... I can't say it enough that I just wanted to hate it. I wanted to hate it, but I couldn't after I played it. So.
I'm not gonna lie. I was pretty happy to know that like I had a convert. That I had somebody who won over.
If you want to know just how much it churned Andrew once we played it, go back and watch our review. This Pitch Car Mini, one of the most basic games. I think one of the comments we got on that is, how did you go over 20 minutes on Pitch Car Mini for a review? It's ridiculous.
How do you talk that long about a freaking game? It was like a 25-minute. That's one of our longest.
Yeah, it was a long one.
So we'll stop talking about it. Go back and watch that. It is pretty good.
I've come up with a game that is a big surprise to me. I'll move the one down I had in this category to our next one. The big surprise for me for this, I actually have 2 of them. One we just got finished playing for the first time for me was Spartacus. That game was, I didn't have high expectations for it.
No, well,
it's a licensed game, so I was thinking, how are they going to do it? A lot of times, licensed games maybe.
Think about it. Here's why we come from pretty much all of us. We grew up with video games.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. Got into the designer board games later on. About a year and a half, 2 years ago, give or take, for some of us. So coming from a video game background, if you hear, there's a video game based on a TV show,
it's going to be terrible.
It's a dog right off the bat. Nobody even bothers buying it.
It was a ton of fun though. It's basically Spartacus. I mean, it's you have your own fan. Each person runs.
You don't feel dirty after playing it. When you watch the show, you don't hope nobody catches you.
There's a lot more clothes on. Anyways,
the way you play it, man.
Yeah. Well, strip Spartacus. No, it was a great game. You have your families. You fight in the arena. You're trying to either work with each other or stab each other in the back, depending on what you're trying to achieve in the game. A lot of fun. The other one that I'll throw out there is Lords of Waterdeep, which I've already talked about in one of our past episodes. And why it was a surprise to me is because of the name. Dungeons & Dragons, Lords of Waterdeep. I see the Dungeons & Dragons name and I'm just like...
I'm going to piggyback. Pat, who's not here today in our game group, he brought that out. And we were being so mean. Like you did to me with Pitch Car. When he was setting it up, we were tearing into him. And I was like, so it's like Stone Age, only not as fun? And I'm like, yeah, Fresco did this, only it was better, And we just kept going because it's another worker placement game. But it's on my list too.
It's a lot of fun. It's Stone Age with some competition is the way I feel.
Yeah,
I haven't played it yet, so I don't know.
I'm going to piggyback. That is on my biggest surprises. The Lords of Waterdeep game. It's like, how many worker placement games can you play? But it was really fun. It looks nice. It has good components. Oh, yeah. So I enjoyed that. I had Spartacus also.
Mm-hmm.
Great game.
I kind of thought the same thing. I mean, like you said, you hear Stomach based on TV show. That's kind of what I thought. We played it. I wasn't.
It came out of nowhere this year. Like before, I can't remember if it was Gen Con, but one of the big board game shows, conventions, only a few people had heard of it. At the convention, it was kind of started getting talked about, and again, people were thinking, how good can this be? It's based on this shady TV show that's, kind of off-putting to some people because of the content or whatever. And then by the time that convention ended, people were saying, this game is amazing. And then I just got caught up in the hype, and it's one of the few games I actually pre-ordered in advance because I really wanted it.
I think it was well worth it.
And I was glad I did.
It's definitely super
We
fun.
played it the last 2 game nights. We played it. Put off playing other games so we could play that one again.
You'll probably see a review in the future.
Yeah.
And then another big surprise for me, I know it's an older game and it's hard to find, but Coliseum.
It's good.
It's a lot of fun. Actually, we got a lot. I got this whole Gladiator thing going on here.
I wouldn't say I was surprised.
Do you like Gladiator movies?
Yeah, like movies with Gladiators. You ever seen a girl? No.
Like spending time in a men's locker room. Coliseum is a lot of fun. Again, beautiful components, but it's light enough where you can kind of kick back and talk and just enjoy the game for what it is.
Yeah, I agree with that one too.
Anything else that you guys need to add? Or
No.
I think that about covers big surprises for us. Tune in next time. Our next holiday special is going to be about our biggest disappointments. We're going to go the opposite direction, which I think
I got that.
I know what you were thinking there. So please tune in for that one, and we'll see you next time.